have it today, the 5th of December, our second lesson. It is 10 o'clock in the morning in Berlin, Leipzig. And my name is Ralf Heckel. I introduce you now again for the next lesson. So hello, Valeria, our teacher.
Hello, I am Valeria. I'm the teacher today. And today we are going to see some of the basic tools of SolidWorks.
Okay. And our only student today is Firine. Firine, hello, good morning.
Hi.
Firine, you should speak a little bit longer so that you will be visible.
Okay. Hi, I'm excited to have the class today with Valeria, and yeah, let's see.
Okay, that's fine. So I wish you good luck, and by the next lesson. Everyone who sees this lesson now in the social media can watch it and can see it by himself how to follow the steps for making CAD on SolidWorks. Have a good time.
Okay, so let's start. So Firine, can you share your screen so we can see your SolidWorks?
Can you see it?
Yes, perfect. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is create a new part. Do you remember how? It's perfect. Okay, great. So do you remember how to create a new sketch?
Yeah. This one?
Yes. Okay. Now, can you create a circle that starts from the center, from the origin? Okay, great. And we want the circle to have a diameter of 20 millimeter. Okay, you should use a smart dimension, which is intelligent.
I thought it's like over here.
No, you should go up. Yeah, exactly, that one. Okay, in this case, you should only click on the outer line of the circle to create the dimension. If you cannot drag it, then click on your keyboard, escape. So you unselect what you have selected before and try again. Okay, now, but you are not in the tool of intelligent dimension now. You should click it again. Yes. Exactly. Okay. And can you create another circle with 80 millimeter diameter?
Also from the point of origin?
Yes, please. Yeah, great. Perfect. Okay. So now, do you remember how to delete your circles or your lines?
Yeah. Both or?
Yes, both, please. Okay, great. And now, can you do a square? It also should have a corner starting in the origin. Okay, and we want this square to be 5 millimeter by 5 millimeter.
Can I use like those?
All
right, we can.
Yeah. Okay, great. Now, do you remember how to give it volume?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great. And we also wanted to have 5 millimeter. Yes, perfect. Okay. So now we're gonna build a new sketch, please. And click on one of your cube's faces. Okay, so now you are working on that face. To see the normal view, it means like the direct view of that face, you can click spacebar in your keyboard and then select the view that you want to take. Yeah, exactly, good. Okay, so now please, can you create a square that it's in the center of this square?
Maybe we should.
Yeah, you can create some lines for reference. Okay, so there in the rectangle options, in your left side, you will see some options and you have, yeah, that is a center rectangle, which means you can start from the center and create it like freely. Okay, and then you can also give it dimensions. Okay, maybe 3. Good. Okay, so now we're going to cut this square off the cube. Do you remember how to cut something in 3D?
I think so.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, if you want to see a little bit better, you can turn a little bit your cube. For this, you will need to, this is your mouse, you will need to click on the scroll. Click it.
Okay, I don't have a mouse actually.
Oh, okay,
I can just get one.
Okay, yes, it will be better because it's much better to use it in SolidWorks. So if you want to learn CAD and if you want to learn SolidWorks, it's very important to have a mouse like this one. It can be wireless or it can be with wire, and it's no problem. But the point is that you are not using your mouse pad in your laptop, because then you will not be able to handle 3D parts easily. And for drawing, it's much more faster and easiest way to use a mouse. The other things that you must consider is that your computer should be somehow a little bit fast. Maybe you need 4 RAM minimum, 4 GB RAM, or if you have 8 or more, that would be great, because SolidWorks takes a lot of memory and a lot of visual graphics to the computer. If you have a slow computer, probably you'll have very slow SolidWorks running. And for example, you also need a little bit of hey.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Perfect. Okay, so now in your mouse, you have this scroll, and you must click it, like really click it, and then move your mouse, and then you can move the model in 3D.
Okay.
Exactly. And then you can see how long do you want to cut. Okay, so this time, can you do it 1 millimeter? Mm-hmm. Great. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we want to start a new sketch in another face of the cube.
Here?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and can you create 4 circles that are almost in the corners of the square? Actually, it's okay if you don't click on the OK button for the circles. You don't really need to do it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to use a little trick to put them in the same size, okay? So can you select one of the circles? Yes, exactly. Okay. Now in your keyboard, you are going to click Shift, you know, the Shift button, okay, and then hold it. And then you are going to select with your mouse another circle without, yes, perfect. Okay. So now in your left menu, you see you have 2 circles selected. And you see that you can add some relationships between these circles. Okay, so we are gonna make it equal. I think it's glide. Okay, yeah. So now both circles have the same size, and if you change one, then the other one will also change. Okay, so can you make the other 2 circles also equal? Yes, perfect. Okay. So you see that you can also add some dimensions even without using Smart Dimension. And the key is to use relationships or restrictions, okay? So we are going to learn some of other restrictions, okay? So now you can click on anywhere in your screen so you can unselect the circles. Okay, yeah, it's okay. And now I need you to click on the center of 2 circles and also hold it with Shift. Okay, so imagine we want the circles to be at the same height. So then also in your menu, you have a restriction called horizontal. It means like the 2 points will be on the same height. Yes, exactly. And now we're going to use the same, but in vertical with another one of the circles.
Okay.
Be careful, you have 3 circles.
Oh,
yeah. Exactly, you must select only 2 in this case. Perfect. Yes, great. Okay. So we want the circles to be maybe also 1 millimeter of diameter. Can you put the Smart Dimension? Okay, and you see that all circles change, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now we want these circles to be aligned with our cube. Do you imagine how we can do this?
Maybe with smart dimension.
Okay, yes.
Or we could maybe use these lines and mark the distance from the points, and then we could say the relationship between us that they are equal.
Okay, yes, do it, please.
Okay. One more try. No.
Yes, exactly. Okay, good. And now we want this distance to be 1.5 millimeter. And
Okay. We need to add one more relationship, I think. A relation.
no, I think it's okay.
Between those?
Yes, you only need well, yes, you can use also relation. Okay, can you add it, please? Okay, great. Yes, so you see that you only used two smart dimensions, the diameter and the length, but you have everything in order now, and you see that everything is in black, which is really important for our drawings. Okay, so this time we are going to give these circles volume instead of cutting them. Can you do this?
Okay. Uh, 1 millimeter or?
1 millimeter is perfect.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, so imagine that you are in a situation where you are seeing this is your final product, this is your final part, and you realize that you want to edit something, okay? So maybe we want to edit the size of the circles. So now we have to edit, we have two options for editing. You can edit the operation or you can edit the sketch. If you edit the operation is the cutting or giving volume, extruding, okay? So you can edit, for example, how long do you want the cut to be, or how deep do you want the extruding to be? But if you want to edit, for example, the size of the circles, then we need to edit the sketch. Okay, so in your operation tree, you see it in your left. Have your first extrusion, click on it. Click directly on the letters. Yeah, okay. Now you see like your selection, right? Now click the first cut.
This one?
No, below your, that one, exactly. And you will see that your square is selected now. And if you click on the other one, exactly, you will see now the circles are selected. So here's, well, everything that you do will appear on your operation tree. But if you don't remember which number is it or which thing is which, then you can always click on it and select and see what is it. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to edit the circles. So you should get to the letters on your operation tree, put your mouse over it and click, but right click. Yes, okay, so you see two pencils, right? One is, exactly, one is edit the operation and the other one is edit the sketch. Okay? Yes, so now we are going to edit the sketch. Okay, you can also turn the view so it's easier. Exactly, and then you can edit whatever you want. For example, let's say the circles, we want them, yes, we want this distance to be 1 millimeter. Great, and we want the size of the circles to change to 0.8 millimeter. Great, okay. So if we want to see the update of our part, do you imagine how we can do this?
Maybe we could close the sketch and look what happened.
Yes, exactly. So you don't have to do the cutting or the extrusion operation again. Actually, if you go to features and you try to do it, then it will not let you do nothing because it's already done. Okay, you just need to get out of the sketch and it will update automatically. Okay, and then you can turn the view and also see what happens. Yes. Okay, great. So now we're going to use some practical examples. Can you select another face of the cube and we'll start a new sketch? You're a really quick learner. Okay, so this time I need you to do an open contour. So for example, let's do, okay, we need to use some other tools. Yeah, okay, maybe you can create some lines, okay? And lines that are connected between themselves, but then they are not closed, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly, that's great. Okay. So now we're going to see what happens if we want to extrude this. Yeah, so the thing is that we humans, we are intelligent and we know that it's almost a square and we will do it as a square. But SolidWorks is a machine and machines are only programmed to do what they know how to do, okay? So this time it's making crazy things because it's not really understanding that we are thinking, imagine we are thinking in a closed contour, okay? So you can see in your left menu that you have a do-ness feature activated, like a little bit below. Do-ness feature, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then you can click on 10 millimeter and change it to 1 millimeter.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it is doing. It is creating a volume outside of the lines, but it's not a closed contour. It's just making the lines like, yes, with volume, okay? Maybe you can also do it with 2 millimeter, so we can see a little bit how this thin feature works. Okay, great. And you can also change when it says eine Richtung. You can change it to, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And mittig. Yeah, change it. Okay, so you see now the volume is created, but the line is in the center of the volume and not in one corner. Yes?
Right.
See the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now you can change it to the other one. Okay, so now SolidWorks is not able to do this. And you can know that SolidWorks is having trouble because it's not showing you the preview. Okay, actually, if you try to confirm this operation and you click on the OK button, yeah, it will show you like there's a mistake, like not create this operation. Okay, and this is because the lines or the volume are intersecting with each other. So in this kind of problems, you should really take care of your geometry and really understand what you want to do and why it's not possible to do this, okay? So right now it's because the lines are intersecting and also because our lines are not touching. They are close, but they are not touching. Okay, so we're going to fix this in the sketch before doing extrusion, yes? Okay, so can you get also the normal view, please? Always try to work in your sketches in normal view because if you're in another view, then you'll see your sketch like deformed and then you'll have trouble also.
Okay.
So yes, you can also drag it. Perfect, yes. And you see how it changed color to a dark gray color? So like it's really close contour right now. So right now we are going to see another mistake that we can make when we are trying to make some extrusions, okay? So I need you to create a line just in the middle of this figure, but just like standing there, like not touching, yes, like this.
Okay.
Exactly like this, yes. Okay, so now we're going to try to extrude it. Okay, so what happens here, also SolidWorks is confused. He really doesn't know what to do, how to extrude this figure, because it makes no sense to have a close contour and then a line in the middle. Like this cannot create a volume, right? So maybe if you drag your mouse and put it over the figure, you maybe can select this one. You can select the area and then it will only extrude this area, but it's not a complete sketch. It's just only an area that you selected.
All right.
Okay, it's not really taking the line that it's in the middle. Okay, but this is one problem that we sometimes have when we are creating sketches, that we don't, sometimes we don't see that we have some extra lines that we should delete, okay? So you can also abort this operation and we will do something more with the sketch. Okay, now you can delete this line in the middle. Okay, and now we're going to do is you should extend one of the lines of the figure, also using line. No, not with length, just using line. Yes, exactly there, and you extend it. Yes, exactly to the infinite or so. Okay, so we have 5 minutes more, but I think it's great. We are almost finished. Okay, so you can try to also extrude this figure again.
Sorry?
You also need to extrude this figure again.
Okay.
And give it volume. Yeah, this is extruding. Okay, so you can also see that you can select one area, but also this line, the other line is creating problem. It cannot be made.
Yeah.
So you should really be careful in your sketches that there are no lines that are intersecting each other. It means that they are crossing themselves, because this will create problems always in your extrusions, and you will get weird results or not exactly what you want. Okay, so these are some mistakes that we can avoid when we are creating 3D volumes, and it's really important that we treat them from the sketch. It means that always take care when we are drawing that everything in the sketch is right. Even if you see that two lines are touching, you should make sure that they are really touching, because in this program you can get two lines like really close, and for your eyes they will be touching, but for SolidWorks they are not touching, even if they are microns, like 1 micron apart. For SolidWorks they are not touching. Okay. So when you are building your lines, can you return to the sketch menu? Okay, like okay, so can you build a new line starting? Yes, okay, so approach one of the points that you already have, and you see that point gets in orange. So it's really important that it gets in orange, so you know that it's really touching. If you get a little bit below, okay, so now you are really close, but they are not touching. So can you start your line like a little bit below to see what happens? Yes, like this. And you can also get to the other point, like really close. Okay, so you see, maybe right now it's a little bit noticeable for the eyes that they are not touching. But sometimes you really don't realize like they're not touching. So you should always look for the orange points or the orange line or the orange selection to see that they are touching, okay? And I think this is everything for today. So you just learned the basic for sketching, the basic for giving volume, and the basic for cutting. And right now you can do like a lot of figures only using lines, circles, rectangles, dimensions, relationships, and giving it volume or cutting. So do you have any questions right now?
Not so far, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I think we're nearly finished. I don't know if Ralf wants to say a little bit of words for this second lesson of SolidWorks.
Okay, so thank you, Valeria, for your lesson as instructor, and Filine, I think you make this very well. For all who visit us, next information, we start beginner courses every Friday. Every week on Friday. This is 5 o'clock Berlin time and 4 o'clock GMT or UTC time. So you must calculate to your destination in India plus 4.5 hours, or to Mexico, Brazil, what else is the time for you. We will start here at 4 p.m. every Friday, a course, a beginner course. When you have questions, join this. We will make the number of our unit then down in our post, that you see which session number you must touch, so that you can join us every Friday at 4 o'clock UTC. Thank you.
Well then, see you the next lesson, and I hope to join us all in the next lessons.
I hope so too.